Hey, you guys want to go on a little vacation? Because I do.
Look at that!
Shiny.
Welcome to the sun-drenched tropical paradise of Isle Delfino. We're so pleased to welcome you to our beautiful home. Come enjoy a natural wonderland to which we've added the world's finest resort facilities, a spectacular amusement park, and succulent seafood. All this and more await you on Isle Delfino. Come relax and let us refresh your body and spirit.
That's seafood, though.
That shadow!
Not now, princess. Thinking about the food. Yahoo! Yeah, clearly seafood is more important than Kush any day. Especially Princess Kush. Greetings, Bounty Alchemists. This is a good start already. Greetings, Bounty Alchemists. I am Kazuki Zandadim, aka Fullmetal Bebop. And I'd like to welcome you to Super Mario Sunshine. A game that, amongst Mario fans, is kind of mixed. I guess that's a nice way to generalize this game as. Whether you're 100%ing it or not, then you know, you'll have a different opinion either way. But I still love this game. I first played this, I remember, back in the late 2000s, and it was actually during one summer that I discovered this game. And yeah, I still have a lot of fun with it, even though 100%ing this game can be considered tedious at times. And okay. Oh god. Oh no. Okay. I wasn't clicked in the window. Alright. And as you can probably no doubt guess about the super high quality of Mario's model and the white sea in the background. Don't read too much into that. I'm playing this off a Dolphin. I do technically have a copy of the game. Unfortunately, for one thing, I don't have my Wii here. It practically doesn't work anymore because I got that back in 2007, and yeah, the disc reader no longer works. So even if I did have a Wii, then, or have my Wii here at my house, then odds are it wouldn't really play very well. Especially there is actually one section where that prevents me from 100%ing on that original copy. But Yes, the plan for this playthrough is pretty simple. I am going to attempt to 100% this game again. I have done it over a few times already, and I have played this a little bit just a test, just a little test. I guess we'll save that for posterity. Yeah, so 100%ing, getting all the shines, and yes, that includes the blue coins. That's gonna be fun. I'm definitely not gonna have to use a guide for that. Let's just start the game. And don't mind me if I talk over cutscenes. Yeah, and believe it or not, this is one of the few 3D Mario games to actually have full voice acting in some cutscenes. And it didn't take until Mario Odyssey to bring back some actual voice acting for New Donk City specifically. It's moving!
No, boys, don't touch that stuff.
Yeah. I can't do a Toad voice. I can't do a Kinopio voice. And there's a Mario clone right there. Peach is definitely not high right now. I definitely do have opinions about this game.
Master Mario, if you would, cross over to that shore and
But
provide some assistance.
in my opinion, I'd actually rather prefer playing Odyssey and even Galaxy over this game. I will say this is better than 64, but I don't know if that's really saying much or not. And yes, I am a huge Mario fan. I don't know why it's taking me so long to get to play a Mario game for this channel. Maybe that's because I'm, when it comes to playing platformers like this, I didn't really have much commentary experience back in the day, so this would probably be a little tough. Trying to come up with good commentary and play at the same time. It's not really an easy task, ladies and gentlemen. Not really an easy task, and that's a bunch of toads, and that's a bunch of icky paint-like goop. To quote a toad. But yeah, this game, again, whether you 100% it or not, it doesn't... The reward you get, spoilers, isn't really all that satisfying, sadly. But whether you choose to or not, I feel like this is one of the perfect games to replay during any summer. It just has that vibe, you know? Just has that really relaxing, chill summer vibe that I like so much. Okay, and just to check, I'm not gonna do this every minute, but are the frames? Yeah, the frames are saved. The frames are saved. Poggers. Okay. So I guess brief plot summary so far. We arrived in this place called Isle Delfino to have a nice relaxing vacation without my brother along. He's off exploring some mansion somewhere, probably. It is canon. And
Power up complete. Thank you for purchasing this item.
and this is the gimmick character for this game,
Preparing to register customer information.
which I don't find all that bad.
Verifying subject data. Subject identified as Mario, resident of the Mushroom Kingdom. Data storage complete. I am Flood, a flash liquidizer ultra dowsing device. I hope to be of assistance.
Flood.
Proceeding with user instructions.
I feel like Jimmy Neutron
The R button
for some reason.
to shoot water from my tank.
And oddly enough,
Press the R button
I'm sort of good at doing the Mario voice.
and shoot. You can then
I don't know.
control stick to aim in any
It's one of those weird voices that I can do.
press the X
I
button
don't know.
to switch
I don't know how I'm able to do that.
You can then press the R button to
And don't mind me if I
air for a
do that voice every second for this playthrough.
is empty. No water can be sprayed.
Tutorials
Tank, enter a body of water and press the R.
for jetpack squirting sun.
Instructions complete. Proceed.
Yay. No.
Mario.
That would just put every speedrunner to shame.
Mario.
Mario. Yeah, whenever I play this game in front of my parents, it's like my dad will occasionally just make fun of that Mario. Or just with my friends around. Either way. This is Flood, the main device you use for this game. You can squirt water, and if you press the X button, you can hover like this. I don't really know why some people complain about the, Flood in general. I think it's a unique gimmick, design choice. I think originally in development, they were originally gonna have Mario have a partner, or just a buddy alongside him, as opposed to this weird jetpack thing. But I'm really glad they scrapped that. Mini boss time, which is pretty basic. He shoots the water into the mouth. Volume is surprisingly loud. And there you go. The collectibles for this game, and okay, fine. I'll wash you off. I'll give you a free shower. Oh, I'm sorry, did I make you angry? For what's gonna happen next, I don't really mind that. A lot of people have their opinions about these people, the Piantas. Yeah. So laggy. If you press the Z button, you have this little nifty map right here. Origin of power, Shine Sprite. The revered symbols of Isle Delfino normally gather at the Shine Gate. Spoilers. Their collective power sustains the island. Just to get the wiki out of the way. Pianta, the mountain people. These mountain folk are strong, sociable, and curious. The trees on their heads provide relief from the island's heat. And Noki, the sea people. Nokis wear vibrant seashells reminiscent of their time living in the coral reefs. They are timid, but highly intellectual. Because they not only have shells on their bodies, but shells on their tiny heads. Let's grab this. Oh, if I can grab it correctly. Shine the ghetto. We're just shining normie version.
Quite an unusual device. Is it some sort of...
Don't pay attention to that text at the top left, people. I'd rather be Luigi right now.
As you are no doubt aware, someone has been senselessly defacing fair Isle Delfino using some paint-like substance. The accused
Get ready for the
polluting our beautiful home,
best
and yet
court scene
endangering our very
in
way of
history.
life. Indeed, how can one not be aware of what is going on? Though it is daytime in Delfino Plaza, our poor residents tremble beneath a veil of darkness. Expert shine scholars have determined that this darkness has arisen because all of our guardians, the shine sprites, have vanished from their gathering spot at the shine gate.
They gasp.
The reason? It's quite obvious. This horrible graffiti is to blame. Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions.
I look good.
The truth is obvious. The guilty party sits among us. It is none other than Mario.
Objection.
I judge the defendant guilty as charged. I hereby order the defendant to clean this entire island.
I just thought about this yesterday, but what if there was some kid who played this game that saw this scene and they grew up to want to be a lawyer just because of that scene? I don't know, I just thought that was funny. So yeah, Mario in prison after we just got here 5 seconds ago, and now we gotta collect all these shine sprites to restore power on Isle Delfino.
They used to gather in great numbers at the Shine Gate, but the graffiti incident has polluted
Which
the
in
island, and most of the Shine Sprites have
Japanese
fled. There is no longer any power to support the peaceful
is Dolphin
lifestyle of
Island.
the islanders. It is most pitiable. The only way to ensure the return of the Shine Sprites is to keep the island from becoming any dirtier.
I like the animations they give for Flood.
Is likely at work
Just
even as we speak. And
the
you,
way he talks.
Mario, are being treated as a criminal.
A smooth criminal?
So we must do our
I love that
best to
song.
resolve this situation.
No.
Go straight that way. You can't miss the mesh now. Your first job's to get rid of
Raise your hand if you ever hit yes on one of those repeat the explanation screens.
start slacking off.
I'm looking at you, dude in number 69. Watching this. Delfino Plaza and one of the best hub world music. What? One of the best hub world songs in any Mario game. Rosalina's Observatory comes close, honestly. Okay, well, we're supposed to head to the center of the plaza, but you know what I'm gonna do for this playthrough, Bouncy Alchemists? I'm going to show you some of my secret speedrun strats. Starting with, where is it? There it is. I'm going to show you the shine sprites that you can get before you even go to the center of the plaza. I'm gonna show you how to be a Mario Sunshine master. Yeah. Shine Nuggetto! Or I should say that in the Mario voice. Like, Shine Nuggetto! Mario-san is here to clean up your crap. We'll go for this one next. Also, since I am playing this off in an emulator, sadly I'm not using a GameCube controller. Even though you can, use an adapter, but you'd have to install millions of programs to get that to work. So I'm just using the regular PS4 controller, which ain't bad. What? China Ghetto. So chill. Yeah, I guess brief summary for those who haven't played a Mario game before. A, to jump. This is a somersault. This is a spin. And we can technically backflip, but I think this is one of the few 3D Mario games where we can't long jump. And that's... yeah. I guess it's not so bad. We still have the dive. But for some reason in Galaxy they got rid of the dive, and then Odyssey brought it back. But they kind of nerfed it. It's still fast anyways. Yeah, I gotta remember the camera. How long has it been since I 100%ed this game? It must have been, I'd say, over half a decade, at least. Spray the bell, get a shine. Shine no ghetto. Easy. Yeah, audio being wonky as always. Okay. Is that it? I think that's... yeah, that's all the shines we can get before coming here. Oh, Mario! You're okay after all! I just knew you would be. I don't have a Peach voice prepared. That looks like an octopus. Splatoon? And why is the sky so dark, huh? It's not sun-drenched. This is hardly my idea of a relaxing vacation, Mario. I want to go home right now. You know what? Be glad you have a parasol. It's hot as hell here. Even though it's pretty dark, I want to go on that plane up there. So bad. So bad. I'm not gonna bother cleaning your ass after what you've done to me. Clearly the Piantas are colorblind, to put it nicely. Oh, okay. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna cheese you from up here. I really just hurt myself coming from down there? Okay. Well, it doesn't matter.
Princess, look! On the statue's head!
And the plaza has just got an erection. That's not me! Oh god, she's colorblind too. All of them are colorblind, except for Mario. Some help you were toes worth. Okay, so one of the difficulties about playing this off of a PS4 controller, I can't do a light press on the R button. Oh god, the game's lagging. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do some shotgun squirts right there. And it actually worked. Pog. Ow, ow, ow! Not fair! Completely unfair! You shouldn't be allowed to use tools like that! Mario! I'm sure I saw that person out on the airstrip. I'm positive he's responsible for all this. Chase him! You'll thank me later. After him, Mario. He escaped into the graffiti, spray it, and go to World 1. Bianco Hills, road to the big windmill. And a lot of these level names are actually based off of some Italian words. And I'm like the polar opposite of an Italian. Just another random fun fact. And here's one of the many reasons that I love this game. Look down there. Look over there. And look over there. You can actually see other worlds from some certain levels. Rico Harbor and Pina Park. Rico Harbor is one of my favorite levels. And just to save on time, I'm not gonna bother talking to these fools that they think they can get away with arresting Mario. So I guess quick explanation as to how I'm gonna handle this. Basically, I'm gonna get as many shines as I can. Gonna take care of the 100 coin shines as well, and then after we complete all the levels, we're gonna go back and get the blue coins, which that's gonna be fun. Actually, well, no, I'll talk to him in a second. Time for another cheesy strat. Don't mind if I dig around too much. Yeah, I haven't had as much practice in terms of speedrunning with this game. 64 is really... like, once you get the hang of things, how 64 operates, then yeah, it's really easy to speedrun that game. This one's pretty easy to speedrun too. Then again, I'm speaking as a as a fan. But generally, yeah, Mario's kind of like the Pokemon of platformers. Shine Nuggetto! It's a platformer that everyone can play. And that's why I love Nintendo so much. They have some really good game designers on their team. And more icky paint-like goop that way. But I'm gonna go keep exploring this level. I think that sounds good. Down with PT Piranha, our first boss fight. He would then later make a cameo in the legendary game Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Leitmotifs. Leitmotifs everywhere. Yeah, Koji Kondo is the Toby Fox of Nintendo. He keeps spitting crap at me. Jesus. Yeah, you can actually, I didn't really show this off, but if you can come up here during episode 1, if you talk to this guy, he'll comment that you are here early. It's kind of a nice touch. A really nice touch. And no, you can't sadly collect that shine sprite off of his head. I tried. Believe me, I tried. Well, I can't catch a break, huh? I can never catch a break. Pretty soon I'm just gonna have to swim back home. Yeah, why wouldn't Mario just swim all the way back home? He has the stamina and skill. Squirt water into his mouth, fill up his belly, and then make him upchuck. Non-violently. Leave a comment in chats or leave a comment down below if you ever played this game. And how was your experience with it? And why did you tear out your pubic hair when trying to 100% this game for the first time? I'm sorry, but you literally, as a kid, Like, how could you not have a guide for this game? You actually... It feels like you need a guide. Especially for the blue coins coming up. Shine Nageto! In terms of blue coins, I'm gonna try and collect as many as I can without a guide. I'll just have to use my big brain. Have a lot of big brain moments here. Hillside Cave Secret. Our first secret level. If you liked 64 before this game, then you will find this level pretty pleasant. Yeah. On my controller, I have to press circle to press X, and then square to dive. It's insane. It's madness. Okay, I have no idea what I was trying to do there. Okay, bye! I don't need him. It's my time to shine. Pure platforming at its finest. Now you gotta flex those platforming skills in these types of levels, and with really jazzy music in the background. How did I not die there? Oh my god, oh my god. Oh, I don't like these stars. Okay, easy. Boom, baby. Shine Nageto. I also realized that now that we completed the first level of Bianco Hills, or just any level, I could technically get more shine sprites in Delfino Plaza. But I'm already on the grind, so I'm gonna keep it going. Here we go. Next, we're actually gonna go back real quick. We gotta go faster. Like that one blue character. I might make a remix of this later on. Yeah, this is actually a game I decided randomly to play through for this channel at the last minute. Just because this summer has been pretty boring because of the you-know-what. I figured, you know what? I recently tweeted that this is the perfect summer game to come back to. And since this is a relatively short game, I might as well play this for you guys. For the record, to me, or actually, I guess before I say more than that, collect 8 red coins before the timer runs out. We gotta get red coins. And thankfully we get Flood back. Pretty sure there's some hacker out there that can implement these types of missions without the use of Flood. But given the time, kinda need Flood. I'm not gonna lie about that. Also, don't bother landing on these cubes. I remember during my practice run, okay, I meant to do a somersault, thank you. I remember during a practice run, I was doing this red coin mission, and I tried landing on one of those cubes, and you can't land on top of those, as a matter of fact. I found out the hard way, and I fell to my death. So, the more you know. Don't even bother landing on those cubes. Because I think their sides have a hitbox, obviously, but not their top sides. Shina Ghetto. You know, at the rate I'm going, we're probably gonna... If I get halfway done with these worlds by the end of this session alone, I'm gonna be surprised with myself. Yeah, there's 3 question mark type shines throughout each world. So we'll get those, we'll take care of the 100 coin shines, and then at the very end, go after the blue coins. Which are a lot less useless than 64, where they give you just 5 coins. Yeah, 100 coin missions in this game. Not as fun as 64, because it's not as quick. And you can't really cheese the 100 coins by collecting these red coins. They don't really count it towards anything. It's a separate counter. I just remembered. Isn't the you-know-what nozzle here, this level? Yes. Let me go ahead and grab this quick. You got the rocket nozzle. Which in my opinion is one of the most fun nozzles to use. Because every time you use it, you can blast off again. Just like that one team with that starts with an R in their name. I wonder if that was the inspiration for this thing. Oh god. Get away! I hate those wind enemies. Because they are so RNG. They're RNG the enemy. Yeah, having the rocket nozzle is great. Because we get all 8 reds that quickly. Oni. Water-filled balloon bombs, huh? Sounds good to me. Points get all full of water, and then they go boom. Hehe. And then, mother. Until I've given you a good hurl, I don't feel like my day's started. And then she tosses you randomly. Now you get pounded on the head as punishment. What was I trying to say before in that secret level? I think something about me liking... something about me liking Mario games so much. NBD. Hold on. Shine Nuggetto! For the record, in my opinion, not all 3D Mario games are bad, but this, by far, is I think, the worst Mario game in terms of 100%ing it just because of the blue coins. And I'll explain once we get to that point, but goddamn. War flashbacks, man. War flashbacks. PD Piranha, round 2. We're in God of High School now. By the way, the recent episode kicked a lot of ass. You should go watch that anime. I wonder if Isle Delfino has a high school somewhere. Yeah, that's a fun... it's kind of funny to think about. Pianta Wrestling, or Noki Wrestling. We're just fighting tournaments. Pianta and Noki for Smash. That's it. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, actually, if they're colorblind, then they probably don't. Now that I'm thinking about that. Fine, I'll clean you off. Just this once. And they'll say that a lot. Thanks a bundle! There's my Pianta impression. Thank you. Look, I think the big-headed monster is sleeping over there. If it wakes up, it'll probably go on another rampage. Can't we just get rid of it while it's snoozing? We just need something to bonk it with. All you have to do is like a really stuffy nose impression and that's their voice. Really. Boom. Boom. First try again, and... that seemed to do it, but now it's going on a, as you'd say, rampage. Just follow the circular shadow. Okay, let me clear out the area first. So I think you are supposed to use those pink things to shoot PD Piranha down, but no. You can just squirt water at him and he'll just fall down. And it's the same deal as before. I'm a bouncy alchemist, so this is pretty normal for me. Okay, this is a weird angle, and yeah, this mission is kind of a nightmare for speedrunners, because if you get pretty bad RNG, then he'll just swipe those little tornadoes at you every time. Sadly, I don't really know any major glitches, but at the very least I'm kinda, sorta, decently fast at playing this so far. Yeah, you also don't want to stand too close to him because he'll hit you with his big ass head. And 3. Boom, baby. You're chocolate now. More accurate, dead chocolate. And don't worry about cleaning up all the goop because it'll all be gone by the time we come back. Shine Nuggetto. Yeah, just under an hour now. We already got double-digit shines. Sweet. Shoo. Yahoo! I think at least 90% of the population on this earth can do a decent Mario voice, I feel. It's like Mickey Mouse. Just one of those characters, I guess. Secret of the Dirty Lake. Now the lake's all dirty. Now we can't have a lake episode, which is kind of like a beach episode in an anime, except more filthy casual than you think. In the comments below, name me a lake episode in an anime, so that way I can be proven right. Nothing this dirty could ever get back to normal. Prepare to be surprised. Oh, oh god. Oh no. Don't bonk your head. You already have a bad enough brain aneurysm as it is, Mario. You can't even speak full sentences. Eh. Okay, something's up with the shadows. I don't know why. I should have picked that up, but I didn't. Whoops. Yeah, that's funny. On the emulator, yeah, you're not supposed to see these white dots floating, but on emulator, you can see them. It's kind of funny. Yeah, of course, since this is a GameCube game, of course there has to be cubes. Cube platforms. And yes, before you ask, yes, I have heard the very cultured remix from Siva Gunner of this song. I don't know if that's something I could really mod in. One of these days I gotta... I'm kinda tempted now. Just to find that, but... yeah. Oh god. Some may call this nerve-wracking. I like to call it child's play. Okay. Never tried that before. But we in there. Shina Ghetto. Okie dokie. Yeah, we're almost done with the first world. Damn. I like the intro music too. This whole soundtrack is really, really soothing. Praise be Koji Kondo. One of my favorite video game composers. Next to Mr. Toby Fox, the Doggo Man. AKA the man who has a fetish for light motifs. Whether it's out of pure laziness or not. Oh god. Yeah, the diving is... This is like the best diving in a Mario game. I don't know, I guess that's part of the fact that I don't really mind there not being a long jump because I can just dive every time like that. Also, don't pick this up before going in here for the red coins. You will need the hover nozzle, or unless if you're doing a challenge run, then don't even listen to me. You're just here to listen to some guy play this game. For some reason. Okay, that almost went wrong. That was close. Random fun fact, did you know that Super Mario Odyssey is, I think, is one of the first 3D Mario games to where it doesn't feature the 1-up sound effects? I don't know, I just thought about that recently. Yeah, I thought that was a really amazing design choice to get rid of lives. Especially in platformers. And okay. This could go either good or bad, depending on where I am. I always get really nervous whenever the time stops like that for red coins and I'm in the air. Because I feel like I'm gonna fall. Shine Ghetto! Pink Beyonce. You could say that. Except not. How's it going, Pink Beyonce? Okay, my emulator's lagging again. How's the audio, by the way? Shadow Mario on the loose. If you're just going for the bare minimum for this game, then you need to complete all these Shadow Mario chase scenes, which are the 7th episode of every level. More shotgun time. Wait for him. Telegraphed. Yeah, I'll remember this. And now, time to do my favorite thing. Am I looking at the camera? Also, Flood, why are you drilling into my head like that? Also, Shiny Ghetto. Alright, so now that we got that done, we could leave. But since this is 100%, we're gonna go back in and take care of some stuff real quick. Red coins of the lake. It's like red coins of the village, except it's on the lake this time. And a lot more spread out. And I believe, yeah, this is like the best level to get the 100 coin shine. I'm gonna have to get used to calling it shine and not star. Okay, yeah, well, usually I like to take care of the 100 coin shine if I know which level is the best to get that in. But I'll just take care of this mission first. And having the rocket nozzle is the suboptimal option here. Not falling like that. Oh, good. Oh yeah, sometimes when Mario is on a tightrope like this, I usually just like to hold to the side and just do this. He constantly keeps saying, "Whoa, oh, ooh, oh, oh." Yeah. It's kind of funny. I don't know why. Yeah, those wind enemies are the bane of everyone's existence. Because you could be up high on those tight ropes, and then one of them comes at you, hits you, and then you... If they hit you, then you better prepare to go for a swim. That's all I'll say. We'll save the one near the windmill for last. Eh. Okay, that was that was clutch. That was really clutch. Did I never get the... Huh. I don't know why I missed this one down here. Yeah, Galaxy and Odyssey are the one of the few 3D Mario games where you don't take fall damage. And yes, I'm that much of a nerd. I'm that much of a Mario nerd to know that. Okay, that... Let me get that one last. Oh, that? Yeah. Yeah, you can squirt the wind enemies away, which is not a euphemism. But... again, like that one skeleton boy in Undertale. Just kinda lazy to do that. But it's nice to know you can get rid of them. Actually, how do you do it? Yeah. Let's do it this way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, that would have been sick if I if I landed in there while doing that. Shinageto. And that's it for all the normal shines in Biako Hills. But we're gonna go back real quick and take care of the 100 coins. I think this would be a little easier if I had my dinosaur friend. Which I don't think you get until Peanut Park, I believe. So the fastest way of getting 100 coins here, you see these things, squirt them into the wall, and you get 3 coins. And if you do a spin, like that, then you get even more coins. And that's basically all you need to know. Yeah, squirting them into the wall specifically. If you just jump on them, then they'll just give you 1 coin. At that point, if you didn't know that, then you absolutely need the Yoster friend. I also like that limitation. It's like if you go far enough away. Yeah, you see that? Oh. Huh. I didn't know that. Oh no, it just doesn't load the animation. If you're far enough away, then the model just freezes like that. Does anybody else's eyes water when they look, like if you're in a really hot area and you look out into the distance and you see that distortion on the horizon there? I don't know, for some reason sometimes my eyes get watery. I don't know why. I have too good of eyesight. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's another major reason I'm not going for the blue coins now. Because there are certain blue coins that you need Yoshi for. And quite frankly, it's already hard enough to keep track of all the blue coins you obtain. Especially if you haven't been in an early level in a long time. So yeah, it's best if you wait until the end, like I'm gonna do. Like how I do it. You'll become like a Pokemon master. You'll become a Mario master by the time I'm done with you. Or you might just become more of a Mario noob. Either or. Yeah, I guess for future 100 coin missions, I'll try and come up with a topic to talk about, because realistically it's what you see is what you get. It's not really interesting to look at. I'm just collecting a crap ton of coins. And just trying to get out of this stinking island already. I'd rather go to my brother's mansion right now. And I guess to get... oh no. Okay, come to me. I failed to squirt you into this wall. Mr. You're not even a Pokey, you're just a one-headed Pokey, silly dude. There you go. Now see, the easiest way would be to have Yoshi and eat all those bees, knock down that beehive, and get all them coins. No, me, I'm just an impatient bastard. I got things to do. So therefore, I'm taking care of these now. Oh no, it's that. Yeah, I guess leave a comment down below. What's your favorite Mario game is? Either 2D or 3D. I guess if I'm going to start... oh wait. Since you're idle like that... hey! Yeah, you bounce on those spiders, they give you a lot of height. That's really it. I don't know why I made that noise. Okay, yeah, I'm almost done. Let me see, my favorite 3D... I don't know, ever since Odyssey came out, I don't know, I've been really torn between Odyssey and Galaxy. Specifically Galaxy 1. Galaxy 1 is just really nostalgic to me, because that was one of the first Wii games I ever played. And actually one of the first 3D Mario games I ever played. I played Galaxy before Sunshine, and I think I played Sunshine before 64. So in a way, I guess I... you could say I evolved correctly. Backwards. Okay, let me go get the rocket nozzle real quick. Yeah. Galaxy before Sunshine and Sunshine before 64. Just as a quick tier list for 3D Mario games. 2D Mario, I really like Mario 3 and Mario World. If I had to choose one though, I think I'd go with probably Mario World. I don't know, that one is a tough question too. Yeah, Mario's butt is so hard. He causes earthquakes on the Earth. Earthquakes on the Earth. Yeah, that's definitely a saying. Yeah, if we were in anime land, then there was an earthquake, then there would be an anime quake, I guess. Shine Nageto. After the how long did that take me? Like 15-20 minutes. I'm not really looking forward to the one in Gelato Beach. I'm really not. That's like one of the most time-consuming 100 coin shines in this game. Bianco Hills. This lush community of villas is located at the foot of that mountain. Its famous windmills spin peacefully in the gentle sea breezes. Yeah, this was definitely a time before you know what. I'm not even gonna say it. Okay, so I guess before we go on to World 2, we can pick up, I think, at least a few more shines that I know. This is like this is the filler episode. The filler episode equivalent. I think we can technically do the 100 coin shine here, but we're gonna have to wait until the boats are boating again. Howdy! Throw me a coin and I'll throw you for a loop. What are you gonna do, mister? Throw you. Are you sure? Why one coin? Don't you need, whatchamacallit? For, you know, the nighttime? Nope. And away you go. One coin. Free shine. Amazing improv. Hey princess, how are you doing? We're not gonna make a bunch of spaghetti today, but I got a surprise for you once I'm done here. Oh, welcome back. We're so glad you're safe, Mario. This vacation's just been a whirlwind of bizarre events, huh? And now, the boat to the hotel isn't even running. Bro, this island seems to be the victim of a bad turn of fate. Oh my yes. Damn you and your hard head. Yeah, you're oh so helpful, Toadsworth. It's like the last time you'll ever really appear in a mainline Mario game. So enjoy this spotlight while you can. Break all the crates within 30 seconds to win a prize. Do you just not want me to break your balls or something? I feel like you're overcompensating something. I'm gonna go now. That was great! You're the best! Yes, I do have the best spot. Thank you. Shiner Ghetto. That's not just me talking. Ladies? Huh? Alright. And no, Rin is not my girlfriend. Shut up. Okay. Oops. Oh, great. He wants me to break his balls again, I see. This better be the last time. Yes, again. Best Butt 2020. Even I'm cringing at myself right now. Goddamn. All right, that's the last time we have to break his metaphorical balls. Shiner Ghetto. Let me see. Oh, that's there already. Well, we're gonna pretend to be a normie and just go in level or order. I think that sounds fair. Do it from the boat instead. Only 2 more of these things we gotta deal with. And since this one is a black one, This one clearly has more balls than the other ones. I already know that. I'm just saying. We revived the Tanuki house. Soon. Very soon. Very soon. Yeah, plane just flew right over me. I think that's Mario heading to you-know-where. Rico Harbor. Gooper Blooper breaks out. One of my favorite levels, with one of the most catchiest songs. Those boats are glitching out. Maybe it's because I'm on Dolphin Emulator. Oh god. Yeah, some of the level is I think it's because I'm playing at such a really suboptimal resolution that it can't handle all this. Bloopers, the main enemy. I know we're in the middle of a crisis and all, but do you think you could help scrub off the walls too? When you've got a minute, that is. No rush. You gotta be patient with me, motherfucker. Soon, very soon. Painfully soon. The goop is coming out of those crates over there. I'm not sure if I've ever seen anything as gross as that. Have you never seen, Boku no something? Or just any normal scary movie at all? Okay. Another boss time. Oops. That's one ugly squid. This ain't Splatoon. So I know how to cheese this boss. Then slam down. Jump. Once his eyes get pink, let go of that B button. You're gonna want to wipe off this ink first. Meanwhile, Flood's all like, "You must find a way to fight it! You must find a way to fight it!" Didn't really want to bother ripping off those H tentacles today. And there you go. The fastest way to take care of Goopa Blooper. Goopa Bloopa. Shino Geto. I remember being at 10 shines before, now I'm almost at 20. It's kind of scary how fast I'm moving. Here we go! Blooper surfing safari. But we're not in the jungle. Why is it called a safari? Blooper surfing. If you know what to do, then this is pretty cakey. If not, then my advice would be to take the green one for if you are a beginner. Yellow is mid-tier, and purple, pink, I'm not colorblind. Purple, I think it's the fastest, but it has the worst control ever. That's right, I'm the big daddy of blooper surfing. You like surfing? Hop on the blooper and give it a whirl. Oh, but one thing, Big Daddy waives all liability for accidents. Now, hang loose, bud. I'm not gonna like this, am I? No, trust me, you'll like it a lot. Mama, help me. Can't really stop myself. Yeah, if you're annoyed by this voice, I'm sorry, folks. Gomenasai. Sumimasen. Wahoo! You wanna go for a ride, bud? Go ahead and jump on the blooper you like best. Go on. Show me some super bloopers surfing and win yourself a prize. Like I said before, I'm not gonna like this, am I? This vacation is going to be hell for me, isn't it? Oh. Oh no. Let's go for the green one first, because this one has 2 shines we can get. And if you just hold up on that there analog stick, you can go a little faster. Now, me being the Mario expert that I am, I have no idea what time dictates you getting the normal and secret shine. But what I like to do is get a little over 40 seconds on this first go. Or get 40 seconds exactly. I actually didn't mean to do it like that, but okay. Clip that. Screenshot that. 40 seconds exactly. You, bud, are what I like to call super deluxe cool. To commemorate the birth of a blooper surfing legend, this is for you. China Ghetto, I guess. Maybe surfing isn't so bad. I can make a living off of this. Why am I always rescuing the princess every time? I don't know. Why am I a plumber who can do all this crazy shit? No normal human being is able to do what I do. It's really scary. Alright, I guess some of you are asking for it. I'll get some practice on this purple one. Whoa! You're back again, bro? Yes. I want all your shine sprites that you're keeping from me. Illegally. Yeah, I didn't really point this out in one of the missions we did in Delfino Plaza. Some of the peons keep some of the shine sprites themselves. Let that sink in. Some of these fools have shine sprites in their hands, in their pockets. And they say I committed the crime. What the hell? Seriously, what the hell? Yeah, several reviews have probably made fun of that before. Okay, and obviously we want to beat our original time, so we gotta go fast. If you guys wouldn't mind telling me what the exact times are for both these shines, then I'd be very interested in knowing that. You are the man! I'm so impressed that I want you to have one more of these. I knew it! Flood? That hurts. You were clipping into my head for a second. Oh, time to go back. This might as well be a Mario plays his own game playthrough. The Cage Shine Sprite. This is actually the best level to get the 100 coin shine in. But I'll take care of that at the end, as usual. So, you see these arrows, right? You're supposed to go down a set path in order to get in there. Me, since I know the secrets and more, I got another plan. I got a cunning plan in place. Leave it to Mario games for being so rewarding if you are the acrobatic plumber that you are. Where is it? Oh, no, it's not there yet. Not there yet. Oh god. Here's the rocket nozzle that I was looking for. Yeah, it's safe. Why not? Yeah. As a matter of fact, we're almost up there, but Since I went through all the trouble of collecting this thing. And okay, wind enemy, you can go screw yourself. Actually, I should have stayed on this platform. Oh yeah, I just thought of another topic for the 100 coins. We'll get to that when we get to that. You see the shine sprite up there? Inside the cage? I found it first. Pretty cool, huh? Isn't my Wario impression cool? Now, how in the world can I get up there? Observe. That's how. That is how. Shine the ghetto, you fool. Yep, just as easy as cheesing it with the rocket nozzle. Secret of Rico Tower. I remember this isn't the hardest secret level, but the one in Noki Bay, oh god. That, in my opinion, is the hardest. Well, no. Oh my god, that's... I'm thinking of that and the one in Pianta Village. Oh god. We'll get to it when we get to them, but... Just the words, I'm a chuckster, kinda give me a little PTSD. Okay, we can just skip those cutscenes, we get the gist. Yeah, in all honesty, Mario wouldn't mind. He's got this. Yes, Nintendo does remember Sunshine. They brought this particular level back in Galaxy 2. That was fun. Galaxy 2 is a good game too. But Galaxy 1 holds a lot more nostalgic, sentimental value to me that I can say that Galaxy 1 is better than 2. But 2 had better I think better level pacing and level design. But Galaxy 1, you can't really go wrong with that game. It's one of the best. It's one of the best. No cap. And then you'll be asking yourself, FM Bebop, where the hell's the Super Mario Brothers remix? And I'll be like, you do realize that there are literally millions of covers of this one song on YouTube, right? Eventually. Eventually. There's like millions of other songs I want to cover. But for my YouTube fans out there, just a bit patient. Can really blow all my load in one fell swoop. See, even Mario agrees. You gotta learn to be more like Mario. Just be patient. Take your time. Oh wait, no, that's Persona 5. But still, stop yelling at me. Alright, you can see Bianco Hills from up there. Yeah. I always love ramming my head into that because it's just a solid wall. And yeah, we're transported into this psychedelic dimension that Shadow Mario has created for us. Only in Japan can they come up with wacky shit like this. That's why I love it. Okay, I kind of improvised there. Yeah, my microphone stand is positioned in such a way that I can't really see the timer. So I have to like constantly lean over to see. Shina Ghetto. I guess since I talked about favorite Mario game last time, least favorite Mario game. I don't know if I really have a least favorite. Well, that's a lie. But least favorite 3D? I don't know, does the 3D series count? Like 3D Land and 3D World? I guess 3D Land might count in some way. 3D Land was okay. 3D Land and 3D World were okay. But they're not really as good as these classics right here. That's just my opinion. 3D World is fun if you have friends along. Oh, by the way, the H monster is back. And he's thirsty for more. Okay, that's one way to get them to stop. Oh no! Oh my! Why is it back again? I hate that stinking H monster. You people really are dirty, huh? What? No! No, we're not. Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. I can tell. Do you think when Mario isn't busy trying to save the princess? No, I really don't want to put that into you guys' minds. Mario is a game for good boys and girls. Okay. That was weird. Yeah, Super Mario is a good game for good boys and girls. Just like Smash. Yeah, Sunshine has lots of cheesy bosses. Not design-wise, just, I can just do something like this. Ah! You can't get me! You can't get me! First verse, same as, or no, second verse, did I say verse? Second verse, same as the first. Yeah, if you're too close to the ledge, it can actually hit you. One of the many things I learned from practice. Whoop! Yeah, not really much to say there. Shine Ghetto, except it's on a more tiny platform. That's about it. Least favorite Mario game. That's what I was trying to talk about. I guess, yeah, 3D Mario-wise, I guess 3D Land. And then 2D Mario, Super Mario Brothers 2, the US version. And also the Japanese version. That can go somewhere else. Into the ether. I don't know, just something about Mario USA that's just really different. Doki Doki Panic. Not really my favorite game. Red coins on the water. So if you really liked the blooper surfing earlier, you are going to have a really complicating relationship here. That's me, blooper surfing Big Daddy. Bloopy. I ruined it. Bloopy for short. Oh yeah, you think I should step on that switch over there? Oh, I've seen these before. Do you want to give this a try? No, you can go ahead and do it yourself. Yo, dude, let's go. Please don't crash into the boat. Please don't crash into the boat. Please don't crash into the boat. Okay, maybe don't crash into it. That happens almost every time I get that last red coin. And... good god. Okay. Shine Nageto! I got lucky there. Because getting that shine sprite, you actually have to land with the blooper. You can't get off after completing that, after getting all the red coins there. Don't worry, I won't blame you. I won't blame you if you miss and bonk your head against the dock. Because once you bonk your head, then that's a life lost. Yeah. Just have a really stupidly natural talent for playing platformers, I guess. Don't patronize me. But you can patron me, though. Also, we gotta squirt this guy again. Wait. Let's see what they say. Wait a second. If you're here, then who's that guy? I really love you guys. It's like we could, like me and him right over there, we could be standing side by side to literally next to each other. And you can still point at me as the criminal mastermind. Hey, didn't you just come through here? You saw him running, right? Chat, you saw him running, right? Yeah, anyways. Time to pull a bender and cheese it. I gotta say that more often. I miss Futurama. Wait. Oh, I think he's on his last hit. I thought he was gonna start looping around from that ledge to that from this platform. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Louie, I'll remember this. Okay, what angle can we get this time? Shine Nageto. Nailed it. Stay hydrated. I'm a hydrate bot. Not really. But be like me. Stay hydrated, kids. is basically all the main shines we can do, because the next episode, Yoshi's Fruit Adventure, if we try and go in there now, can't really do anything because we don't have Yoshi unlocks. I don't even know if there's any speedrun strat I could do to cheese that shine. So we're just gonna do the 100 coin mission now. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I'm so jealous of Mario because he gets to go on vacation and I can't. Because this world is kinda toxic right now. Yeah. I'm trying my best. In all seriousness, I am trying my best to stay positive during this whole thing. I feel like once this is all over, hopefully, once this sickness has gone away, then will we miss it? Probably not. But it'll definitely be a memory. There'll definitely be a movie based on this year. There'll probably be an anime based on the events of this year. Wouldn't surprise me. But one thing's for damn sure, we just gotta keep trying. Just do our best to be a part of this world. Even if some of us are just don't really have the strength to keep going. Believe me when I say this, chat. And I didn't really expect myself to be doing a serious talk right now while doing 100 coins with happy music playing in the background. But trust me, you and everybody else on this planet are important. So, don't lose hope yet. Don't lose hope yet. I know, it's really... it's really hard. It's really tough. But just believe in the me that believes in the you. And now that I've said that, I now know that I'm the cheesiest man alive. To quote a friggin' anime like that. I am really, really in too deep into the fandom. I don't really care if I say that. You know what I mean. Just do your best. Do your best, everybody. And everything will be fine. Everything will be just fine. You know, if everything weren't fine... well, okay, maybe I shouldn't say that, but point is, just do your best. And I can't believe I just missed that. Damn it. I actually do need the rocket nozzle for that one tower of coins. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Least favorite level. I don't know. Okay, whenever I say I don't know, that's clearly a lie. Because, yeah, I do have least favorite levels in this game. In terms of, like, reasoning being that's one of the missions I don't like, or B, the blue coins are just annoying to get. I wouldn't call Gelato Beach. I mean, they're like the Watermelon Festival is annoying, but I don't know if that's really enough to make me say that's my least favorite level. Yeah, be careful not to grab the blue coin. Oh. Stylish. Noki Bay, I mean, if it weren't for the music, yeah, that level is really vertical. Piazza Village isn't so bad. Well, the Inferno mission, well, if you know the shortcut for that level, yeah, I'd probably say Noki Bay, just because it's not really one of the fastest levels, just because it's so big and vertical. Yeah, you know what? The topic that I was saving for this mission, I'm gonna save that for when we do Gelato Beach. Because that one is gonna take a while. But here we're nearly there. We'll have the 100 coins yet. Yeah, if there was a... Oh. Yeah, of course. I saw that coming because I didn't see my drop shadow. Fuck. Yeah, in terms of the worst enemy, yeah, the wind enemies are... really, really irritating. Yeah, the only way I can really avoid them, just use the rocket nozzle and they'll go away temporarily. Good enough. And now, to be a slow boy. I mean, if you're one of those people that has a bigger brain than mine and is able to memorize which blue coins you got in which specific mission or whatever, good for you. But I'm just doing this just to be safe. Just avoiding the blue coins at all costs. For now. Yeah, that... Yeah, is there anybody out there that actually likes the 100 coin missions here compared to 64? Because at least in 64, there's like... yeah, more... like, at least a few reasons why I like the 100 coin missions in 64 better than here. For one thing, it's a bit faster in 64. Well, I think that's because the levels are not as big as these ones. But also, most importantly, the second reason, the star wouldn't go to like a specific location, it would just go directly above you. Which in some cases that can be good, but if you're somewhere with a ceiling and the star clips through there, which it can totally happen, then yeah, that would suck. But also another big thing, once you collected that star, you could continue playing that level. It's like it's already bad enough to say that Mario games aren't as good as like Banjo-Kazooie games, because at least in Banjo-Kazooie, you could just collect one thing and just like continue playing the level instead of just getting kicked out every time. But I don't care. I'm more of a Mario guy than Banjo guy. It's not really my, how you say, cup of tea. Or I guess in Mario's case, a plate of biscotti. These repairs are really rough, I'm telling you. It'll be a while. These are not actually half-bad voices I'm giving them. Here, do you want a bath? Here's a free bath for you. I'm bothering to give you one because you're not actually helping me out. How do I know this? I don't know. But I just know that you are one nice guy. You are one nice pianta. Yeah, and also it's brighter here. Because the more shines you collect, the brighter it gets. At 28. Do-do-do-do-dee. Yeah, I like doing that sometimes too. Wait, model, come back to me. Yes. The saves. Yeah, I like doing that too. Giving him some brain damage thanks to this umbrella placement. Okay, what to do now? I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything, any other shines that we can really collect here at the moment. Also, that hockey puck looking thing up there, don't worry about it in a few minutes or in a few seconds. Get ready, chat. This will be the hype moment. This is the last thing we have to deal with. Well, this enemy species anyway. don't even know what these things are called. I just like to call them island penises. Island paint penises. Because you saw what just happened, right? May I say more?
Thanks, Mario! A long time ago, Yoshi's lives on this island as well.
See, I can do,
A Marge Simpson voice.
but not like a Toad voice. Sadly. My voice is too soothing. It's too deep. Anyway. World 3 time. Gelato Beach. Italian ice cream beach. Dunebud's Sand Castle Secret. We immediately start with a secret mission here. This is one of my favorite music tracks in the entire game. It's like this level right here is just a really good reminder that, yeah, this really is the best game to play during the summertime. And also, I haven't pointed this out yet, but you know that, well, I guess in Delfino Plaza, did they say Delfino Plaza only has the darkness? Maybe. I guess it might have been too much work. Yeah, props to the developers anyway for this game. I was gonna say, it's like, it would have been cooler if they could have implemented the darkness into some of the levels here. But I think that would have been too much. Everybody's a critic, sadly. Also, let me check the list right quick. Yep, that's it. Rigo Harbor. Isle Delfino's port city is home to boats of all sizes and a thriving tourist trade. The fish market has the freshest seafood for miles around. And Gelato Beach, I might as well read all these descriptions. The Isle's largest beach sprawls under perfect blue skies. Have a swim, enjoy a famous smoothie, and bask in the glow of the Shine Tower. That lag, though. And let me check real fast if this one shine is here. Yeah, it is. Sir. This tower enshrines the egg of the legendary sandbird. Actually, it not only holds the egg, it also keeps it warm. Which is important, because the egg is living, of course. You did see those gigantic mirrors, didn't you? They gather the sun's rays and reflect them at the tower. They've been doing that for over 100 years. Isn't that wild? Did you watch Avatar too? What's even wilder is that the egg is almost ready to hatch. That's right, the legendary sandbird is almost here. Just thinking about witnessing such an event is a thrill. Yeah, pretty soon we're gonna see Ho-Oh Sandy version. Also, secret shine right there. Dun, 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 dun. I love Mario games. Shine Nageto. There was probably some Shine Gets that I missed. Damn. Here we go. Oh yeah, the boat is working again. Neat. Okay, now for real. Let's take care of that secret level. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I like that little trick too. You spray water, you dive. Not like that. Cataquacks? Yeah. Another annoying one, yeah. Spray water, dive, and you can just ride along. Just like that. Serve Cabana. Cabana? For a limited time only, famous juice smoothies. Yummers. Wow, you're really cheesy with your marketing, huh? I know there's a way to clip in there if you have the correct fruit in your hands, but... Oh god, earbuds. Hey! Did you see the jumbo juicer on top of this hut? Why do you have a jumbo juicer up there? Up there. That's how we make our special juice smoothies. Wait, you didn't answer my question earlier. By the way, was anyone out there in the surf cabana? Oh, blast it all. The owner must be out walking with her son. Seriously, why do you have a juicer up there? Why do you keep dancing? Stop that. It's kind of annoying. What to say? Oh god. I'm gonna get Oh my god. I saw that coming. As soon as the camera panned back to me. Oh my god. I still made it anyway. Comedy. Hey chat, you want to listen to Sand for a straight minute? China Ghetto. Just a little bit of sand ASMR for all of you. What's up with you?
Horrible, horrible! Princess Peach has been kidnapped!
Oh, that sounded better that time.
Princess Peach has been kidnapped, Mario!
It even says so down there. Has apparently been kidnapped. Again. Again. As if it weren't the first time. She needs to get a hobby. You know the routine, chap. Is it gonna happen to me again? No. Okay, good. Oh. Wait. I want to do this. The Cataquack followed me in. Also, even if I entered the wrong side, we're still in there. It would have been hilarious if the Cataquack followed me in. One minute. 1 minuto, huh? $18.99. It was a good year because I don't know. Shino Ghetto. You guys have no idea how awkward my controller position is right now. Because it's literally right near my crotch area. And right near my crotch area is my keyboard area. Just a little fun fact. Mirror Madness, Tilt, Slam, Bomb. He was an okay character. Alert! Alert! Just look at the top of the tower! Yeah, the Beyonce voices are just a mix of my old man voice, my Oji-san voice, and something else. Some weird thing has curled up on the tower to take a nap. It's the Tower of God. Oh God. Okay, I didn't mean for that. This could endanger the legendary Sandbird egg. Oh, that's so sad. Really, really sad. Just kidding. Mario. Kick their asses. I was planning to. But thank you for saying so. Actually, I don't really need your permission for anything. Especially if it's for an ass kicking like these guys are going to get. Yeah, you can do this in whichever order you please. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Try again. Don't go too far off the ledge this time. That's fine. Okay. We got it. Squirt them to one side. Ground pound. They go flying. Two areas left. Double whammy. You don't really have to do that, but it's fun to do a double whammy like that. Just flexing my Super Mario boner just by doing what I'm doing. Yeah, we're gonna have to take this one at a time. Trying to overwhelm me. Stylish as always. And Kimoy. Kimoy. Wiggler Kimoy. We did it, chat. We saved the Tower of God. Yeet. China Ghetto. Yeah, I know. The princess is kidnapped. Again. But I want to enjoy my time at the beach, Simone. Wiggler ahoy. Oh, now that same Wiggler is back. And is pissed. I never noticed that before. It has that that angry sign on its head. You see that? It's on the right. See, now that I've seen anime, I understand that reference. Oh god. I didn't know you were Thomas. Okay. We just gotta do this 2 more times. Squirt in the right area. I have no idea what these plants are called. Alright, watch this. It goes up the hill. Don't bother following that. Yeah, I like how they're just hiding inside that restaurant. Are you... It's going crazy. Are you gonna come back? Come back to me. You know what? I'm gonna go over there. What do you say? Well, you're just a little kid. Why are you out here? Yeah, that was late. Haiku. Yatta! Now you've become a sandwich, huh? I'm not really good at puns, am I? So long, Wiggles. China Ghetto. That's what Mario's driver's license picture looks like. Just facing the wrong way every time. Just holding that star up, not looking at that camera. Oh, chat. Toho. Ho-Oh, Sandy Virgin is here. What do you got to say, mister? Hey, guess what? The sandbird. It finally hatched. Don't bother looking for it though. It flew off right away. Yeah, there's certain voices that kind of mess up my tongue whenever I speak. Really, really odd. They're so stupid, I'm not. Can't even bother speaking properly. So how do we see Ho-Oh Sandy? Sandy Ho-Oh. Just jump in here. And then, by the power of Japanese magic, we're somehow in the sky. With Sandy Ho-Oh. Yeah, this red coin mission. There's one part about this everybody doesn't like. For one thing, collecting the red coins on some of the body parts can be a bit tricky. And for another thing, and this is the most important thing, is when it turns to the side like this. Am I good? Yeah. Yeah, I just like standing by the neck. I think it's the easiest area to stand in. That can be taken out of context, probably. And what I learned recently is that if you do somehow fall off this bird, you can land on one of the clouds down there because they don't despawn. And you can just wait and it will eventually come back down for you. I never knew that until a recent stream I saw. Which may have been VTuber related. Subscribe to Fullmetal-kun. Yee! Shina Ghetto! Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm thinking about where I want to end today's stream off, and we can at least start Peanut Park. And I think that'll be a good place to call it quits for this stream. Now, I have never heard anybody pronounce this guy's name correctly. I keep thinking it's Piantissimo II, but I think it's Il Piantissimo. Il Piantissimo? I think it's named after some famous athlete Italian guy. I'm not sure. Feel free to let me know. Sand Sprint. If you liked Koopa the Quick in 64, this pretty much is the substitute. Once we work up a sweat, let's jump in the ocean. Yeah, it's good for the sweats and piss. How do I know that? Reasons. Yeah, hover nozzle. Let's go. And I believe this guy, if you look under his mask, he's a character from Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. I'm not a Zelda fan, I'm sorry. I don't know which game he's exactly from. What should I give for this guy? He's kind of a pimp. I am Il Piantissimo, and now we shall race to that flag. It is a race to the finish flag, and only one can triumph. By the way, the current record is 35 seconds. Are you at the ready? Then get set, and... Stato. I win, sucker! Oh, I like what you're playing there. Keep playing. Yes, give it to me. Phew. You are pretty good. You have some speed. You have grown ever so slightly in my esteem. Slightly. We'll meet again. And goodbye. Kneel before your master. You? That is all I wanted to say. Now, away with you. Be gone. Whatever. The fact today is... I kicked your butt. Shino Ghetto. It feels good. It feels good to be fast. Red coins in the coral reef. This one's okay. Because you just have to go into one specific area. Near that cabana place. All we gotta do is search the coral reef for these red coins. Now, the tricky thing and the most annoying thing is that some of these coins have sentient AI. They like to swim around with these school fish. And if you are unlucky, then sometimes they can clip through some walls, and you have to wait a million years for them to come out. And that's no good. That's no good. Oh yeah, swimming control. It's definitely... Yeah, Sunshine and Odyssey have very different swimming control. I feel like Odyssey went with what Sunshine had, but 64 and Galaxy pretty similar. Yeah, for what it's worth, I actually prefer 64 and Galaxy's swim control over this. It's not as dynamic. So you have to press B to dive and A to swim up. And that's about it. Yeah. If Nintendo were to ever make a remake of Sunshine, one of my hopes is that they make the red coins a little more useful, and maybe make not Shine Ghetto. Maybe make the blue coins a little less annoying in terms of collecting them. I don't like the fact that I have to choose a specific episode to find a specific blue coin. Yeah. But that's a topic I gotta save for the 100 coins here. Because I definitely do have some words. That was really fast, by the way. It's Shadow Mario. Go fuck him up. Hey, you! Stop threatening me! What? That wasn't you. Hey, oh wait. Hey, dude. Do you have one of those cell phones? Could you do me a favor? Take a picture of me with him in the background. And I'm gonna take your phone, because I don't have a phone for some reason. I'm gonna take your phone and then take it to the Keisatsu for them to look at this. That's all. Chotomate. I need water. I need fuel. I just got to follow the music. Yeah, see, this is one of the more annoying ones. Because this level is really big. You can hear him. But if you have a bad sense of direction... Ow. If you have a bad sense of direction, then you're not going to be able to tell where he's going. Just the mere fact that you can just hear him.
Dang it, this ain't over.
Ooh, close one. Oh my god, almost 40 shines in session 1 already. I don't want to jinx myself, because I haven't had as much practice with the latter half of this game. Then again, I'm a VTuber and I'm recording myself live, so the curse spreads far with this one. Oh no. Okay, fine. Oh god. Here we go, chat. Here we go. The Watermelon Festival. One of the most infamous missions in this game. I don't really know if I want to explain why. That's everyone that plays this game despises this mission. Man. Dude, this took me, I want to say, over an hour as a kid. I'm not kidding. I'm being genuinely honest. As a kid, I don't really like this mission, and as an adult, even if I can do it in a lot less time than that, I still don't like this mission. Also, the way they spell watermelon. Actually, can you guys see my mouse? Yes, you can. Yeah, the way they spell watermelon in this text box. It's kind of funny. The Watermelon Festival is now open. Why must I stand here? I'd rather be drinking smoothie. Cheapest gate. Okay. Let me head over to the cabana real fast to really highlight what makes this mission so adoring. I want to take the biggest watermelon and make smoothies, really good ones, and give them to the Shine Sprites. An appreciation for all they do for us, you know? He wants the biggest watermelon. So I guess that's why they have this watermelon festival right here. Yeah. Okay. Good reason, my guy. Alright. So the main objective is to, like he said, get the biggest watermelon to him. Now, you might be asking yourself, hey, Fullmetal, isn't this the... God damn it. Isn't this the biggest watermelon right here? Okay. Yeah, that's how physics work, but no. No, it's not. Damn it, I keep confusing X and B on my controller. Yeah, so there's a bunch of cataquacks in this level. Very observant myself. This is actually the best mission to get the 100 coins in. But you want to know something? This watermelon right here is the biggest watermelon out of all the watermelons that you will see in this level. We have to get this watermelon over all the way down to that guy who runs the cabana down there. Now, what makes this so hard? You see those cataquacks and how there's millions of them. There's thousands of them down there. We can't let anybody, any of them, get this watermelon. Because if one of them touches it, it blows up. Like you just saw with that watermelon I just demonstrated. Intentionally, so. And if it gets destroyed, you have to go all the way back up here where it spawns. And you have to keep trying until you get the shine. Also, hi, Blue Burb, up there. So, yeah, there's two Blue Burbs down there, up there. I think the best strat I can come up with is trying to get a good kick to get it down all the way down to the shoreline. So, I'm talking more because this mission really... Hold, please. Hold it. Hold. It makes me miserable. Makes me miserable all the time. Okay. No. Wait, did it go too far? Yeah, it went too far. Damn it. Okay. By the way, you can feel free to count how many times I fail this. Feel free to do that in chat or in the comments. I don't really care. Because if there's one mission that I'm not really perfect in, then you're just beholding the majesty right here. Okay, but I had the right idea. Just don't kick it too far. Did I kick it? I keep kicking it. Wait. I didn't hear it blow up. Wait. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, I keep kicking it too far. I have the right idea, I'm just kicking it too much. Alright. Did that land in a better spot? Yeah. Sort of. Okay. So, to make this a little more tolerable, it's best if you try and squirt down the cataquacs here. And yeah, just doing one squirt like that will be enough. And okay. Let it be known that I just got really lucky. Yeah, but now you know what the best part is? Wanna know what the best part is? It isn't enough to just push it right here. You have to slowly and carefully inch this watermelon all the way to this guy. Right here. Just slowly, delicately push it until he sees it. He clearly can't see it right now. Even though I'm in his line of sight. Like, you see this right now, right? No, it's me. Whoa! Now that's a big old watermelon like I've never seen. I don't even need to get out of the caliper? I don't even need to get out the caliper for this one. You win. I may have may have made that look easy, but trust me, any first-time player, I don't blame you if you get stuck there. And also, be careful with those blades, because they can hurt you. Shina Geto! Freaking... It's over. It's over. That's all that matters. We got that over with. It's over. Yeah, that's really the best strat I can really advise to you. Just try and kick it as far as you can down to the shore, and then the rest... just hope and pray. And don't try not to bend your face over to your ass and kiss it goodbye. I said that awkwardly. Okay, you know what I mean. You know what I mean, hopefully. Okay, 100 coin time. Let's go. So this one, pretty self-explanatory. All we gotta do is just blow up them watermelons. Up to 10 times is the limit. And we'll eventually get our reward for blowing up watermelons. Don't try it at home, kids. Assuming kids are watching this, which... if you are a kid, good for you. Don't take your time as a kid for granted. Believe me, I was a normie once, but now as an adult, I'm almost a full-grown NEET or otaku. Well, I don't really mean to brag. Not necessarily NEET because I go to Cool Egg, but I'm almost a... yeah, it looked like... yeah, don't mind him, folks. He's just humping the palm tree there. I'm getting my buttons mixed up every time. Why? Leave no quack unturned. In some alternate universe, Episode 8 would have taken me until I became an Oji-san. I think that's all of them. You all look the same to me. Yeah, I think that's it. Unless some nerd in chat says I missed one, then good for you. Good for you. Alright. There's a blue coin up there. By the power of ground pound hitbox. Yeah, if they're on solid ground like the grass, then you have to pound them to keep them immobilized for a little longer. It's because the sand is so thick. They like it down there. And the Earth made a baby again. So, 3D Mario remakes, are they gonna happen at some point? Because And this guy, believe it or not, he's turning 35 this year. Yeah. What a way to spend your birthday, huh, Mario? I don't want to talk about it. Wait, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Now leave me be. I got watermelons to smash. Yeah. The rumor about that started way back in March, I think. And as a Mario fan, I want that to be true so bad. I want that to be true so badly. But just in the case with any rumor, if anything just sounds way too good to be true, then it's probably false. And to me, that's just a really, really sad fact, and just a sad reminder that our reality is just really, really bleak. It's really bleak. Why do you think we have phones? Why do you think we have the internet? Why do you think we have video games? Why do you think we have anime? It's because the world we live in. The world we live in. It's just something. Yeah, but I'm just to get to the straight fact, I'm really hoping the team that works on the 3D Mario series, I really hope they're working on something right now. Because we have been wanting a proper Nintendo Direct for almost a year now. But instead we keep getting all these gimmick directs and all these minis. And a lot of fans aren't really liking them. Not one bit. In that recent partner showcase. It was a thing that happened. And didn't really bother to watch that. But I mostly know what consisted in that mini. And oh, come on. The best way to destroy them is to dive into them like that. And I get it. We're not really living in the best of times right now. But I think Nintendo has outright said themselves that even through these tough times, they haven't really been... Like, the development times on certain games haven't really been much of a detriment. I think that's what they said themselves. So if that is what they say is facts, then, to quote the Fresh Prince, where are those video games? I don't know. I think it's because we've been living in a time where video games have been just, like, not only AAA developers, but just indie developers are just pouring out video games left and right. And it's just really unusual as a video game fan to just be living in a time where the news is just really, really slow. And I know about the PS5 and the Series X. I clearly know about those, but in my opinion, I don't really think it was the best move for either Sony or Microsoft to release either of those consoles this year. Because really the only people that are actually gonna afford those consoles, if they're gonna cost $500+ or something, like in that range, I don't know. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna, like, between the PS5 and the Series X, I'm more leaning towards getting a PS5, but still, I don't think I'm gonna get a PS5 this year. It's like one of the, like, compared to PS4 I got on launch here for Christmas. But PS5, I think the only launch game is, like, the only decent one I've seen is Miles Morales Spider-Man. And I think that's about it. There's other games too, but they're not coming out on launch date. Yeah, I need a rocket nozzle. How am I gonna go get one? If I really have to spray the birds. Seriously, chat, tell me if you are one of the few people that actually like the 100 coin missions in this game. If you do, then, like, go back and play Mario 64. Or even, hell, even play the purple coin missions in Galaxy. And tell me what you think then. Because it's just, compared to those games, these ones, these missions are just really, really slow. Just really, really slow. Compared to, like, the normal missions. The normal shine sprites. I'm just saying, as a hardcore Mario fan that's been following this dude, I always get mixed up. It was either New Super Mario Brothers for the DS or Mario Kart DS that I've started following this Italian plumber dude who says Yahoo and Wahoo all the freaking time. Okay. I'm just gonna go over here. Yeah, for some reason the drop shadows aren't loading right. God damn it. I need 15 more. I might have to spray those birds then. But to get back to the 3D Mario remake rumor, I would not absolutely mind at all if they... if Nintendo... Oh. That bird was stuck in the floor there. Oh god. Which bird was it? Yeah, I would absolutely not mind if Nintendo did that. Hell, even if they weren't remakes and just ports, then that's fine too. That'd be amazing. What do you guys think? Oh god. That's on the slope. Freaking birds are flying too high. Where'd you land? Yeah, meanwhile, some bird watcher out there is seeing this man squirting down birds. They're about to call PETA right away. Alright. Alright, I'm done bird watching for now. I got hurt, but I didn't get launched. What the hell? Got that watermelon there. Did I get this one right here? No, I didn't. Okay. We're good then. No! This is my watermelon. If I can dive into it correctly. Three. Ow. 2. One more, boys. And for some reason, I'm having a hard time. Ram into the wall. Thank you. Arigato. One of the slowest 100 coin missions in this game. Yeep. Done. And we're gonna have to do them eventually, chat. As a streamer and VTuber, I wouldn't have it any other way. It's my job. Okay. Let me see this. Oh, yeah, that's what I like to see. Okay, that sounded disgusting. Yeah, bye. Okay, we're done. We're done for now. Alright. Now that the boats are working again. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. We'll get a few more shines here in Delfino Plaza, and then we'll call it a wrap. We'll save the fourth world for next time. Is the yellow bird? Oh, it does. Wait a minute, I'm getting confused. You know what? We're gonna activate a cutscene in a minute. Once I'm done swimming. I haven't. Oh my god. It's so weird. I'm a Californian, and it's been. For real, I haven't actually been to a beach since high school. Like late high school. And that was like all the way back in, I think, 2016. So, I don't know. It gets really crowded where I am. But one of these days, I wouldn't actually mind going back to the beach and working on my pale, oily skin.
Mario! The princess was taking that way! Hurry, find her!
Okay. Isn't it supposed to be brighter here? Also, you kiss your mother with that tongue? You kiss your mama with that tongue?
That is Peanut Island. The
What about penis?
hideout must be there.
World 4. Noki Bay, baby. It's available now. Also, I like the fact that in that cutscene, it was a lot darker. That means I'm too good. Yeah, you're supposed to, like, go there when you have, like, less than 10 shines. It feels like. Oh, alright. You know what? Is the bird there now? Let's find out. Oh yeah. You. You know, the ocean is right there. Oh, I see. You want me to help you? Eh. Yeah, he has a blue coin. I'm telling you, Piantas, whoever liked them. If you like the Piantas in this game, raise your hand. I can't really raise mine because this model, I'm unable to at the moment. There you are. I was looking for you. It's the golden burb, boy. That looks suggestive. Okay. You almost had me. I like them shrooms. There's an ocean right there. Why don't you take a dip, you baka? Shine Nageto 40. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're near to that halfway point, guys. Get hype. Get hyped. Yeah, be like this guy who just runs back and forth all day. He keeps looking at the sky. We have gotten 7 so far here. Well, hold on. I want to try and save the best Shine Sprite for last. Yeah, I can't go into first person. Nah. No, we'll do it now. We'll take care of the 100 coins in Delfino Plaza at the end of the game, but Bouncy Alchemist, it is time for the best secret level in this game. Are you ready to play some pachinko? I bet you're not. I never played pachinko before. But the physics in here. Wowee. Whoop. The physics are so wonky. This level, as a kid, claimed so many lives from me. That's an interesting question. Yeah, Abby. Oh my god, no, not this. Yeah, it's time. You actually came at the... what? Oh, Abby, I didn't really see that. I didn't... Thank you for the follow. Thank you for joining the Bebop. Okay, get the worst one out of the way. Yeah, nobody likes this. Guys, nobody likes this at all. Okay. Now the... okay. You know what? Well, no, because I was thinking, it's like, how often does Mario have to visit the doctor? Because he constantly gets his face bashed in like that. He bonks his head so many times. It's like, how often does he have to visit the doctor? And then I remembered, oh, wait a minute. He is a doctor. Yeah. Yeah, if that one song taught me anything, he'll diagnose you with HPV. Oh god, okay. I was banking to try and land in, like, on the middle. One of the middle peg things. Because you can stand on them, but they're just really wonky, and the momentum is so freaking bad. I say that, and I somehow complete it without dying. I don't think I even have died all session. Huh. That's a really interesting fact. Okay, well, anyways, now that that's done, I think we're probably gonna call this a wrap for this session because we haven't quite hit 4 hours, but I'm the VTuber. I can do whatever I want. So, not really bad. Even if this isn't the most ideal vacation for our dear plumber man, who wants to go home so badly. We took care of the first 3 worlds as far as we could. Took care of some secret shines in Delfino Plaza, and now Princess Peach has been whisked away towards Peanut Park. I forget, what does Peanut stand for? Again, it's most of the level names are Italian based. It's something like Tail Island. It's not Penis Island, like I said earlier. Peanut Park is the 4th world. We're almost like halfway done with the game in session 1. I'm somewhat proud of myself. But anyways, that'll be it for this session of Super Mario Sunshine for the Nintendo Dolphin emulator. I'd like to thank everyone, every single one of you, for watching, whether live or in post. Follow me everywhere if you want to. And next time we will continue our island adventures on Isle Delfino to clear our name, to rescue Peach, get all the shines and blue coins. Yeah. But until then, I have been Kazuki Zandanim, also known as Fullmetal Bebop. See ya, bouncy alchemists.